Hey everyone, welcome back. Coffee Monk here. Getting ready to scale up my base on Aquilo. Added an extra power edge, so I know I'm going to have plenty of power to start with. And I'm going to start tearing down this old base and then build my new one. So let me tear this down, then I will... Alright, so first I'm going to just tear down some of my old stuff, and then I will get started on my new base. So let me get that done, and I'll check back in with you in a second. Alright, so I got my old signs cleaned up. I'm ready to start planning stuff out. So first I want to figure out how much space this will take up. So I'm going to have 7 in a row basically. So let's 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's add some hot for now. Alright, so this will be the size of a stack. So I'm going to want... Oh, you know, I was thinking about... I mentioned earlier having one belt for each. Have... Actually, you know what? I'm going to slide this over one. So that way I'll still have the same boundary here. It'll take a minute to heat up. Right, now let's think about modulating this, and we'll add single beacon to start. So let's grab beacon. There, no, maybe I'll leave space. How much space did I give him before? 2. Yeah, 2 cents per right. So it's 2, 3. Let's go up here. Underground, going out. Well, that can just go wherever. So we'll start. Well, actually, I might need to go all the way up to the top. Hmm. You know what? I'm going to move this down a bit, because what I think I'll do... Let's have an underground here. Put this down one more. Alright, so that will make... I think that'll be... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? This is going to seem weird, but... So I actually want to think about my designs here, too. Move this down one. This. Okay, I think I like that. We can get rid of these. It makes how much? 49. Let's add a power pole here. I'll probably change where that power pole is. All right, so this makes 1.5 ammonia per second with a single module. How much do these make? 100. All right, so I'm making a ton of ammonia, a ton of ice. I wonder if it would be a good idea to just cycle the ice right away. Because I know, well, I do need some for the build, which, let's see, where's that gonna go again? Yeah, I'll actually send that ice straight down. That's gonna limit how fast it's gonna be able to go. I really don't need to make this go this fast. Let's slow this down a bit. All right, 219, so a little less than a full belt. Do I need a full belt? No, because I need half a belt for each build. Maybe I'll make 4 of these, and then each one will... Well, no, that seems like a bad waste of resources. Yeah, you know what? Actually, that might be an interesting design choice. So let's make 4 of these. Well, first let's get heat set up. So I need to make heat. How can I make heat? I'm gonna have to get no oil into here. That's gonna be a pain. So I'll need more space. So let's do it this way. All right, so let's bring the oil up the middle here, I think. That way we can have 2 side by side. We can do this. We'll bring in the oil from somewhere here in the middle. Okay, cool. That's I kind of like the way this looks. However, we got to move this down one because I misplaced it. There we go. That can go there. That can go there. This will be flat. All right, and that gives us ammonia. So now we just got to get oil in. Oil, I'll ship in down here. Do I have oil? This is going to be temporary input, but I'll probably move this around eventually. Cool. All right, so this will make 72 per second. I need 192 per second for my full base. So I really... That's not right. I need 3.2 per second. Oh my gosh, this is way more solid fuel than I need, but this is perfect because I can use the solid fuel to heat. So how will I do this? Let's start by... Maybe I should just put a heating tower. I think I have legendary heating towers. Well, I'll just use a regular one for now. This is gonna make way more solid fuel than I need. Like, I wonder if I can just heat it with solid fuel. It'd just be easier. Yeah, this is this is gonna make this will make so much more solid fuel than I'll ever actually use. So let's just do that. Well, you know, this will be fine because I'll have a bunch of extra solid fuel. Maybe I'll even get rid of this beacon. We'll put efficiency beacons in instead. I'll slow it down a bit. So it makes 2.39 per second. And I only need 3.2 for the entire base. So that's... Yeah, and then I'll have 4 of these. And actually, I can move everything up 1. Okay, cool. I think I like that. But I want an area for the extra ammonia to get out. So I am going to have a lot of extra ammonia. Oh, maybe I do want to shift this down one. I still don't have a way to get the ammonia out. Crap. Ah, alright. Let's rethink this. Actually, maybe this isn't a good idea. Let's start. We're gonna start from scratch. Alright, so this is good. I like this. Alright, let's figure this out. Okay, so maybe we'll actually pool it here in the middle like this. It might be a good way to deal with the ammonia. So let's add just regular pipes. Cool, alright. And then we'll connect it. Let's move this down one. Here. Let's keep that here actually like this. Cool, actually I think I like this. And then I have ammonia coming out this way. To do ammonia stuff. For the build itself, I need 542. It's gonna make not. I am gonna need a little more ammonia, I think. Okay, this will work. And I'll just build 2 of these. Hmm. You know, this isn't quite right because I need a full half belt from each, so I want to make sure I'm getting a full half belt. Let's change the way I'm doing this recycling. Okay, I think I'll go with that. Maybe we'll try this, then we'll underground. Underground will combine about here. Cool. I'll sort out the recycling later on in the build. Let's do that. Yeah, we don't need recyclers right here. That'll just be a waste. Let's make one more change. I'm gonna shift all this down one. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that. That's fine if that's like that. Cool. Alright, I think this will work, because then I got the output here. Ice, output of ice here. There we go. Alright, I like that. That's, I think, looks pretty good. Then I just need power pole. Just put one here in this corner like that. Cool. That's I think I like this. Because this will output enough ice. Oh, let's warm it. Great. I think that'll work. Okay. So let's now copy this. So I got my ammonia situated. There should be more than enough ammonia, more than enough ice. Cool. Alright, that's pretty good. Now, next challenge. I need to start making a bunch of solid fuel and a bunch of rocket fuel to feed stuff. So, let's grab a plant. You know what? Let's keep the... I'm gonna add one more of these specifically for heat generation. Oh, legendary heating tower. Perfect. Great. Alright, so now this can output enough to run 6 of these rocket fuel. I did want to consider an efficiency beacon too. Cool. Alright, that'll reduce power a bit. But maybe I can share them like this. Well, actually, let's put it here. That way, both. Or maybe, oh yeah, slide this down one. There we go. Alright, I like that. Let's change the way this ice works too. This will be a kind of a different type of factory. That way we're getting ice out of boats. The rest will come down here. So now I want a bunch of rocket fuel being made, and it's all gonna go in towers. So let's line this up. This. Yeah, I really need like heat source out here. I will need this here. So maybe we can do this. Cool, and that should be able to repeat now. Cool, actually, yeah. I like that. Let's maybe just directly feed these heating towers. I think this makes enough for 6, if I remember right. Oh, you know what? I forgot solid fuel. Shoot. That's okay. Actually, I know. Let's just spread these out slightly. So what I'll do. Cool. Alright, I think that I like this a little better. This can just continue down this way, this can come up this way. Can even slide this down more. That way I have room for the beacon. Okay. And I do have to recycle this ice, so let's maybe add this one here. Okay, so yeah, this makes enough solid fuel for about to run roughly 6 of these, and these will just power once it makes its way down anyway, once it unthaws. Cool. That should be generating a ton of heat for me. Plop this down. We got legendary ice. Do this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That makes more than enough water. I might want a little tank, actually. So maybe we'll store some at the end. Maybe right here. That way I always have some backup water. All right. Cool. So I'm making a bunch of rocket fuel. I'm generating a bunch of heat now. Kind of a, kind of a big stack here, but that's okay. Yeah, it's heating up. It'll take a moment, but this should all heat up soon. All right, I think I will take a break here. I'm hoping this will heat up enough so this will keep everything warm. I can always add, now that I got this figured out, I can always just add another stack somewhere if I need more heat. So I will probably end up putting one like same thing like right here and have like heat on each side of the space. So I think that may be what I'll do. All right, so I think I have my heating solved. I'm hoping this will be enough. It looks like it's heating up quite a bit. I'm never quite clear on how far heat travels, so it's just going to be a trial and error type deal. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you following along. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next episode.